Hi guys, welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog. Today I have another advent calendar unboxing for you, and this time we have the Beauty Wardrobe by Zara. So this is a fragrance advent calendar, which is quite cool, but what's even cooler is that those fragrances were created by Jo Malone herself. So if you cannot justify splurging on the original Jo Malone or Jo Love's advent calendar, then you always have this option. This is much more budget friendly, and yeah, I'm going to show you what's inside in a minute. So since this advent calendar is white, you might not be able to see properly how it actually looks. I'm going to show you from up close so that you can actually see what we're dealing with now. And this is how it looks inside. So it's actually pretty simple, elegant. I'm going to show you that from up close too. Why not? So here's how it looks. Okay, so it says here, Feliz Navidad, celebrations, friends, family, and treasured moments. It's time to sing your best song again. Jo Malone, CBE. So this is a collection created by Jo Love. So I didn't lie, see? This is a Jo Malone, like a cheaper, more budget-friendly Jo Malone advent calendar. Okay, so let's start our unboxing. I'm going to start with, obviously with drawer number one, which is over here. And we have our first fragrance. So our first fragrance is Gracefully Madrid. So I'm assuming we're going to have fragrances from the Vibrant Cities collection. So this is actually 15 ml, so not a tiny sample, nothing like that, quite a generous size. And let's have a sniff. Oh, that one's really pretty. This is like orange with like a little bit of muskiness. It's really, really pretty. I really like it. I don't know if it actually makes me think of Madrid, but like obviously we all have like different impressions of cities. So let's see what this one includes. This is orange, geranium, and musk. So these are the three main notes in here. I really like it. So that's a good start for sure. This is not a tiny sample. As you can see, we have 15 mils here, so a very generous one. And these are eau de parfum, which means that the concentration is a bit higher than with the classic Jo Malone colognes, although the lasting power is quite similar, I have to say. Anyway, you don't really have to spend like a lot of money for something that doesn't really last that well, right? Anyway, let's move on to number two, and it's over here, and we have a candle. So that's a little bit surprising because here we have Water Lily Tea Dress candle. So this is the other Jo Malone collection for Zara. This is probably one of my least favorite scents, but if I have to have anything from Water Lily Tea Dress, I actually prefer to have a candle, not a perfume. So this is like a very kind of like watery scent. People love it. I mean, most people actually love it. It just bothers me somehow. I don't mind having a candle like that. It's just not something I would like to wear on myself. Okay, so let's move on to number three, which is over here. And here we have something different. So this is Fragranced Hand and Body Cream in Boldly Soul. So this is the one that we have. I'm probably going to use it as a hand cream because, you know, it actually looks like a hand cream very much. But if you'd like to, you can use it on your body too, and that's cool. This just looks like something that would fit perfectly in my bag. So yeah, that's probably where it's going to go. Okay, number four over here. So this is like a small drawer. I'm assuming it's going to be a fragrance. And it is a fragrance. So here we have Fashionably London. That is just stunning, but it's not very much Jo Malone in my opinion. Like, I kind of, you know, the Madrid fragrance was much more like Jo Malone kind of vibe. This one is stunning, but not something I would associate with her. It's a beautiful scent with like very prominent rose, but like a very kind of dark, jammy rose. This is so stunning. Let me see the notes. So the notes are bergamot, rose, and musk. Beautiful, beautiful. My favorite product so far. I like the Madrid. I love the London one. Number five over there, and we have a new product. This is Fragranced Hand and Body Wash in Elegantly Tokyo. So this is how it looks. And we have 50 mils in here. Number six over here, and another candle. Here we have Vetiver Pampelus. This was actually one of my favorite fragrances from this collection. This is very Jo Malone. Very pretty, like citrusy with vetiver. pretty, very pretty, very Jo Malone. I'm actually super happy to have a candle like that. And I'm also really glad that the fragrances are different, because I don't really mind having like repeats in candles. I mean, I use them all up already, so I don't really mind have some of them here. But I'm glad the fragrances are all new. All right, let's move on. Number 7. So another small door, another fragrance, and here we have Energetically New York. So this one actually smells very unisex to me, almost masculine. It's a little bit spicy. It's like maybe some sandalwood in it, because it is actually quite masculine. I'm curious how this is going to work on my skin, because obviously like spraying this on a piece of paper, that doesn't really mean that I'm going to like it or not like it on my skin. But this actually has quite a masculine vibe to me. I think all these fragrances are actually unisex, so obviously that shouldn't really surprise me. And the notes here are cardamom, jasmine, and sandalwood. So sandalwood can lean a little bit masculine, so that's probably the reason why. Also there's cardamom, which actually gives that spiciness to it. Interesting fragrance. Is not my favorite so far. I kind of need to play with it a little bit more, and then I'll let you know what I think about it. Okay, number 8 over here. And here we have another hand cream, body and hand cream, Gracefully Madrid. Number 9 is down here, and we have another candle. This is Amalfi Sunray. This is my least favorite, like literally hands down my least favorite fragrance from the last year's collection. No, like literally, it has this like Mediterranean citrusy vibe to the point that it smells like a toilet cleaning product. Like I don't like it. I know many people love it, and don't get mad at me because I don't like it, but just to me it just doesn't really smell nice. I know this is actually one of the customers, like Zara's customers' favorites. People love it. I just don't. This is the type of scent that kind of does something to me. I don't like it, and honestly I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep the candle, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to find someone who will like it, because as I said, this is a very loved fragrance for some reason. Okay, let's move on to number 10, which is over here, another fragrance, and this time we have Elegantly Tokyo. Okay, so this is like a slightly woody floral scent, really pretty. It reminds me of something. It reminds me of Jo Malone creations, so this is not like something super surprising. The London was very surprising. This one is not really. This is something I would actually expect from Jo Malone. It's pretty. I'm not sure if this is something I'm going to wear a lot, but my first impression is that I like it. So let's have a look at the notes. So we have lily, Arabian jasmine, and akigala wood. So I think that lily note is actually quite prominent there. It's very, very floral and kind of lightweight. So this is probably the reason why I don't really love it, like instantly love it. But it's like a strong like, I would say. Okay, moving on. Number 11 is over here. Another candle. This is Fleur d'Oranger. This one's actually really pretty. So this is like a very beautiful, like orangey scent. Not something I like to spray myself with, but I really like the scent around me. So I usually use the perfume bottle I have to spray the curtains and like my bed. And yeah, very pretty scent. Number 12 over here. And we have another body wash, and this is in Boldly Seoul. I have to admit that I do prefer this packaging, this and this, over what we had in the last year's advent calendar. This looks much more elegant, and yeah, definitely a step up. Also, I think the last year's advent calendar was a little bit bigger. Maybe because, you know, this body wash and like body cream products were more bulky, so maybe because of that, but it seems to me that it was a bit bigger, or a lot bigger even. I don't know, I don't remember, but it seemed bigger. Anyways, let's move on to number 13, which is over here, another fragrance. And here we have Magnificent Dubai. Oh, this is nice. This is such a beautiful oriental scent. So pretty. Definitely unisex, but this one is actually that type of unisex I like. Is that a bit leathery? I think it's a bit leathery too. So pretty. Oh my god. So this one and London are my two favorites. Let's have a look at the notes. So we have saffron, nutmeg, and leather accord. So I was right, that leather note is quite strong in here. It's not like a leather jacket, but it's there. It's really pretty. I like it. I definitely like that one. So this is my second favorite now. I'm not really sure if I prefer this one or the London one, but these are my two favorites now. Okay, number 14. Number 14 over here, another candle. This is Flor de Patchouli. I after the whole year, I still don't know what to think about this fragrance. I kind of like it, kind of don't. It's very like a clean floral patchouli, but as much as I love patchouli, this is not my favorite take on patchouli. I don't know, there's something about it that kind of makes me feel like I'm not sure if I like it or not. Very like different. It's quite a unique scent though, so I don't know what to think about it. I'm glad I have another candle because, you know, as a candle it was actually quite good, but I don't think I would need like another fragrance because I don't really use it. It's just there and I'm still thinking whether I should like it or not. Okay, moving on, number 15. And we have another hand cream. This one is in Fashionably London, one of my favorite scents. Number 16 over here, another fragrance. Yay! Fragrances are my favorite in this advent calendar. I wish we had candles in these fragrances, not the old ones, but oh well. So this one is Stunningly Venice. Oh, that's like a citrusy, fruity scent. Yeah, I actually like it. I actually really like it. It gives me like almost like this cassis kind of vibe. I'm not really sure. It's very fruity, really pretty. Really pretty. I'm not like crazy about fruity scents, but this one feels like it has more to it than just like fruity accords. So the notes here are bergamot, red fruits, and myrrh. So I think that myrrh kind of grounded this scent a little bit, and that's why it actually smells really gorgeous. Yeah, I really like that one. So I have to tell you, this collection so far is not like 100% what I would expect of Jo Malone, but that's good because I kind of prefer a little bit more grounded fragrances. So I'm glad we have some of them here. Okay, let's move on to number 17, which is over here. So this is another body wash, and this is Gracefully Madrid. Number 18 over here, another candle, and this one is in ebony wood. This was my number one fragrance last year. Like, I love it. Oh, this is such a beautiful scent, really. Really, really pretty scent. So I'm super happy to have that candle. There's one more I really like, and this is Bohemian Bluebells. I hope it's going to be here. It should be, right? Okay, let's move on. Number 19 over here. Another hand cream, Elegantly Tokyo this time. Number 20, another fragrance. And here we have Creatively Shanghai. Okay, very citrusy and a little bit spicy. Very unisex. I think this could be a great scent for like everybody. Very Jo Malone too. That's like a very Jo Malone scent, in my opinion. I like it. Do you know, I like it. I'm not crazy about like citrusy scents, but this one, I don't know, there is something about it that I actually like. Let's have a look at the notes. So we have mandarin, cardamom, and cedar. So this is pretty much like a woody citrusy scent with some spiciness. Yeah, really cool. Really cool. I'm not sure how it's going to work with my skin chemistry, so we'll see. But I have high hopes. So this is probably not my top 3 in this advent calendar, but it's very close to that top 3, I would say. So yeah. Okay, number 21 is over here, another candle, and this one is Tuberose Noir. Okay, so there is something about this fragrance. I found it like super overwhelming when I first tried it. It was like very strong tuberose, and it's growing on me. Like, honestly, I've noticed that recently I actually really like it. You have to be a tuberose fan to appreciate this fragrance, and this is not like your bubblegummy sweet tuberose. It's like a strong tuberose. But as I said, like, I didn't really like it in the first place, and then after a couple of months I was like, you know, I quite liked it, and now I actually really like it. So yeah, definitely sometimes it's good to keep a fragrance with you and try it a little bit here and there, and you might actually get used to it or even start liking it. Okay, number 22, another fragrance. By the way, look how big the door number 25 is. Are we going to have a full-size fragrance in there? We had one last year, so hopefully. Okay, so 22 is Boldly Seoul. It smells almost like Parma Violet, like, you know, those candies. But it's not too sweet. It's kind of like toned down. Very interesting. I like it. I mean, do you know what? I have a problem with those kind of Parma Violet scents. I like them on someone else. On me, it just gives me, I don't know why, but it gives me this like a kind of granny vibe. And I had the Guerlain, what was the name of the Insolence? And honestly, I had to give it away because it just didn't really match my, I don't know, personality or skin chemistry. It didn't really work with me at all. But this one is not as sweet, so who knows. The notes here are violet, mimosa, and musk. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm quite intrigued with this fragrance, I have to tell you. Okay, number 23 now. Down here, and we have a fashionably London shower gel. Number 24, Christmas Eve, another candle, and this is another fragrance I like. This is Bohemian Bluebells. I have to tell you, I strongly dislike the bluebells scent, the scent of bluebells. But this one was very surprising for me. I was like, I didn't know bluebells can actually smell like that. I mean, they don't, okay? There are no bluebells in this scent. There is lavender though, and I'm crazy about lavender recently, so yeah. Interesting. But if you're expecting bluebells from this scent, don't. Nevertheless, very, very beautiful scent. So I'm happy to have that candle. Okay, door number 25, final day. And yes, we have a full-size fragrance. So what does it say here? After the adventure of travel, the scent of warm, white woods and spiced grapefruit always reminds me I'm home. Okay, and these are the words by Jo Malone. Discover our new fragrance grapefruit incense, available online from December 25th. So this is our new scent here. This is how the bottle looks like. How big is this? So it's 40 mils, and let me just have a sniff. That's actually quite interesting. You know what? I'm not crazy about grapefruit fragrances, but there's one that I really like, and surprisingly, that one is by Sarah Jessica Parker, Stash Privé. I really like that one, and it's very strong on grapefruit. And this one, I have to tell you, I have very similar feelings towards this one. That incense note actually helps a lot. You know, it actually grounds this fragrance again. This might be something I'm actually going to use. We'll see, okay? We'll see probably around springtime, because this is definitely not the type of scent I would use in winter time. But yeah, that smells very interesting, very promising, and also it smells very Jo Malone-like. Okay, so this is the Zara Beauty Wardrobe Advent Calendar fully unboxed. What do you guys think? I actually really like the content. I like the fact that the fragrances are a little bit different. I kind of expected like a typical Jo Malone fragrances, which I'm not like always crazy about them. These are a little bit surprising to me. Some of those fragrances were like completely not what I expected, like the London one, and I think the Dubai was like, wow, I did not expect that, really. So I'm actually quite impressed with those fragrances. I need to see how they're going to last. I don't expect they will last the whole day, but Jo Malone usually uses quite volatile notes, so obviously, you know, even though this is eau de parfum, I don't really think it will last that long. So putting the lasting power aside, I'm actually quite happy with the Advent Calendar. I'm happy with my purchase here. I wish they included candles in those scents that we have here, but I don't think they were even released. So maybe that's why they actually gave us the candle from the last year, candles from the last year. It's not the worst thing that could have happened, but yeah, I mean, it would be nicer if they were all matching. I also really like the new packaging of the body wash and body/hand cream. I think these are much more elegant and nicer than the last year's ones. The last year's ones looked a little bit cheap, if I have to be honest. But yeah, these are my thoughts, guys. Please let me know down in the comments below what you think about this advent calendar. Is this something that actually looks interesting to you? Are you considering picking that up, or is it a pass for you? Thank you very much for watching. For more advent / holiday content, check those videos here. I'm going to see you very soon. Take care. Bye.